Astro Tarot reading for Aquarius. The nodes are in Aquarius. So North node is going to mean your future and your growth. It will point toward where you're meaning to grow. An invitation on doing so to help you become more whole and to help humanity become as a whole. The South node in Leo. The habits that you need to break. Those toxic habits that need to go. And that can also be like if you've been on your toxic side. Maybe you've been trying to always be the center of attention, or wanting constant affirmation, or letting your personal pride get in the way, or your ego is blocking you, or you get offended easily. That is just exposing the things that you need to heal, because that's the toxic Leo side that's being shown and exposed to you as an Aquarius. You must look toward moving toward the future and the new goals in the future. So standing out in community is no longer going to be a thing, but building community and being a part of community and supporting community will be the new change that we will have to make. We all have to make that. So that's an invitation on doing so. And also the change in technology and the detachment to the material realm, which is going to be a lot of us. Not completely, but mostly. And instead of personal pride, it's more to looking forward to being more objective. So that is an interesting collective transit here that you're a part of as an Aquarius. So we're going to clear cards for the energy regarding this. Because we have like the major challenge here, right? Pluto in Aquarius retrograde currently. Where is Pluto in your chart as an Aquarius? Node Aquarius, how's it affecting you? So let's see here. So Two of Cups is really, things are working well. You are trying to work better with people. You are overcoming that. People are liking you. People are working well with you. And the third house that's where it's at, Aquarius in retrograde. Okay, so Pluto in Aquarius retrograde is in the third house. Communication is like groundbreaking, and you should embrace that. The Death card is to let go of the old you, the old habits, the old relationships that don't serve you anymore. You can let them go. I know it's scary because we have the Tower card, because basically we're in control of only a few things, right? What we choose to do and our reactions to it. We cannot control the world around us or other people, even though it's very difficult. You can ask, but that doesn't mean you're going to get what you ask for. But also because of fate. And sometimes the Tower card is, sometimes things fall apart for a reason. So if you have a relationship that you're trying to make it work and you think it's going to happen, it will be coming to an end. That is what that says. And Six of Pentacles, but that's going to open up really good opportunity, new relationships. This is about generosity. It's also to be generous with those who aren't working out. Just because they don't work out in your life doesn't mean they're bad or that you need to fight with them or end it poorly. You can just say, you know what? Thank you for being the place card holder. I'm trying to make two words into one. Dyslexia. Thank you for being, or I was the place card holder. You can thank me for that. Because now that you've freed me, I'm better off without you. Knight of Pentacles. You really have to prioritize what's really worth fighting for. Not everything is. And you can't take on everything because it can destroy you. And if it's been destroying you emotionally, and if it's been destroying all your relationships around you very, very generously and very, very much, you need to really prioritize what is worth fighting for. So the Tower card is the card of Mars. Oh, that's interesting because Mars is in Cancer. In the 8th house, exposing the darkness, right? Oh, all these new things that were buried, or things that you thought were buried, are coming up again. Things from the past that you need to finally let go of. Maybe your ex, maybe someone that should be an ex and you're still with them. Time to reprioritize what they are. And that is very interesting because the Knight of Pentacles is the Virgo house. And it's like, yes, you may have all the details and all the evidence and all the proof, but sometimes logic just isn't enough to make things work the way you think they should. And just because you think they should work that way doesn't mean they are working that way, doesn't mean they're going to. So let it go. So, woof, that's very intense. That Mars card, that card of battle. I'm fighting for my home. I'm fighting for the life that I want. Well, they may not want that life with you. And if it's a male energy, well, you can clearly see how this year has been a year of a lot of divorces. And a lot of those men will become religious fanatics next year because of it. You just wait and see. So that's kind of like we need to be rescued, right? Because that's like fighting energy. And I think the angel cards are what is best for Aquarius currently. What do the angel cards have to say and add about this? Decisions. So sometimes we are where we're at because of the things we've decided to do. King of Swords. And that can be the a-hole card. It can be like if you decided to be with an a-hole, surprise, surprise, it's no wonder he's turned out to be one, or they have. And that is the house of Libra, the 7th house. This is the King of Swords energy, and Gemini is in the 7th house. And I think Gemini is kicking around a lot of relationships in Uranus, as in surprise, surprise. Oh, I found out you're having an affair, or I found out you're cheating, or I found out that you don't really even like me. Wow. As it turns out, I felt the same way. King of Wands, I'm too masculine and you're too feminine, dude. I need you to move on, or vice versa. King of Wands is too many leaders in the house here in the club, and the King of Wands. That one is the. I know it. The Aries, of course, the first house, the house of aggression. And it's a Aries year, but Aquarius has been a little more aggressive this year because of my personal experience with them. And Aries, where's Aries at? In the 5th house of fun. It's really not any fun. You're not really any fun. And we've got Saturn there. That's interesting. I mean, we have to kind of work to be fun together. It's not really fun. It takes work. It takes planning. It takes effort. It takes, I'm going to be on my best behavior so we both enjoy our vacation. That's really not very authentic, and it's very not realistic, and it's really not real. So I know that you've possibly in the past as an Aquarius kind of lived in this life of fantasy like the Pisces have, but it's coming to the end of no. Authenticity is what will really make it in the end as far as your relationships go. And the 3 of Swords, imminent change, imminent death card. Relationships will come to an end because of this. So quit fighting it. Let it go. A lifetime, a reason, or a season, right? So we'll pull the Boo card energy, the Boo Oracle, to see what the Oracle cards have to say. We have to have our little fun at the end, since it's spooky season for everyone anyway. And it's clean up this ghastly mess. You're the one who messed up this stuff, this relationship, this job, this whatever. Now you fix it. Well, sometimes we have to acknowledge that sometimes we are a part of the mess too. And I know we want to place blame, but we can't do that. We have to be responsible for our part in the mess. Oh, here's this one again. This keeps coming up in every reading. This one has been wanting to be seen. Psychedelic cotton candy booness. That was like, it's like delusional, right? I was so high on it, high on love, high in like, and I just didn't really see things for what they were, and it turned into this. Well, yeah, because we're moving into this reality phase. The Neptune in Aries retrograde, the Pluto in Aquarius retrograde, our world is making us like a smack on the face. It's like a splash of cold water while you're sleeping, and it's like, ow, wow, I don't really like this reality that I've woken up to. And let's see if there's anything else that needs to be said. a real ghost. Yeah, you're a real jerk, right? Yeah, see them for what they were. You were just a real jerk. You thought you were suave. I thought you were just like eccentric. You were just a jerk. Simple. So don't over romanticize. Wake up to reality. And that is the message for Aquarius. And I know that with the new you'll be more balanced, hopefully, if you allow it.